believe it or not, I actually only recently discovered the Souls series. I would say around a year and a half ago, actually. Now, never have I ever played a series that has grown on me so quickly. The only one that has ever done that was Monster Hunter. There are other games that I've played that I absolutely love, but Monster Hunter and Dark Souls hold a special place in my heart. Now, I've played a lot of great games, because I have great taste, and usually it's a one-time thing. Dark Souls, I always come back to now and again, and after doing some reflection and also trying to think of video ideas, I wanted to discuss what makes the Souls series such a masterpiece. I think the best way to structure this video is to take you guys through my own experiences and how it developed my love for this game. So let's start with the first Souls game that I played. I couldn't even get past the tutorial, and it's mainly because I got lost on where to go. That happens to me a lot when I'm playing games, but Bloodborne was one of the first ones where it was very apparent. So I got so frustrated that I actually just left the game, and I came back around a year later. A full year I came back, and you know, I could have looked up where to go and all that stuff, but that was behind me. And once I finally figured out where to go, and once I had a rhythm going, I fell in love with Bloodborne. One of the main aspects about the Souls series that many people enjoy is the difficulty. I've played many games that were easy, still fun, but relatively easy, so Bloodborne was a big shocker. I knew it was going to be a difficult game, but it really slapped me on the cheeks. The key factor that made the difficulty not annoying or tedious, I would say, was the enemies and bosses were fair, and they also had patterns to analyze, and if you died, it was a mistake you made. Though that didn't stop me and others from raging at our own stupidity. Some enemies were more annoying than others, yes, but it's not like they lagged or teabagged me when they killed me, or something. Like, each boss and enemy has a rhythm to study and learn. It's like music during a concert, but if you mess up, you die. And I enjoy learning the bosses, and once you defeat them, the satisfaction is unlike anything else. I've told this story before many times, or not like too many times, but I've told it before. The Orphan of Kos. I struggled with this man, or fetus I should say, for around 12 hours straight. And after finally beating him, dude, like, I was so happy. And then it became really easy after like my 12th playthrough. Like, first phase I can consistently stun lock with no issues. And eventually some other bosses followed suit, like the Dancer of the Boreal Valley became easy, Nameless became easy, and Slave Knight Gale even is actually still pretty hard. See, even after playing these games so many times, they are still difficult. Perhaps in new ways, but just like Slave Knight, I struggled with the Princes or even Ornstein and Smo, so that harsh atmosphere never dissipates. And that's a huge pro in my book. Now, after going through Bloodborne, I decided to make a top 10. And when I was making this top 10, I wanted to include their backstories. So I spent days walking through my neighborhood and listening to the videos and stories about the bosses and key places within Bloodborne, which led to my love for the lore in the Souls series altogether. The hidden stories are really fascinating, which I will not explain because I'm not good at explaining things, and I'll leave it to other people. But if I had to say which game's lore I like the most, I would probably say Bloodborne, actually. I mean, I like sad and gruesome stories, and Bloodborne is, you know, it matches up pretty well. I'm not like an emo or anything, I'm just tired of hearing all these stories that are like, and it ended happily ever after. Like, no, I want death, you know? Dark Souls 2, I think, has pretty good lore as well. And also, yeah, I do like Dark Souls 2. I know that's a very unpopular opinion. I also like The Last of Us Part 2. Basically, I like a lot of games that have 2 in it, and I'm sure that's a very unpopular opinion in and of itself. But anyways, after I made that top 10 video, I decided to give Dark Souls 3 a try. And of course, it did not disappoint. I think I actually liked it better than Bloodborne in terms of gameplay, but I was still enjoying Bloodborne at the same time as well. So essentially, throughout the course of a couple of months, I was going back and forth between Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, which leads to the next pro, replayability. This is a huge positive for any video game, and the Souls series has arguably some of the best replayability in video games ever. Like, personally, I just wanted to keep on playing. I mean, at least I did. I wanted to see how fast I could beat the game or speedrun it, and I've never had the urge to speedrun any other game beforehand. Or even do challenge runs. I did a boulder heave challenge where basically I beat all the bosses with just the boulder heave spell, or I guess pyromancy. And I want to say that I successfully beat every single boss. Link in the description. But yeah, I really started to enjoy these challenges and like speedruns really within Dark Souls 2. I don't know why specifically that game, but I just had a lot of fun going through Dark Souls 2. However, I think Dark Souls 1 has amazing replayability. Probably the best, honestly, out of all the other games. It's fun and challenging like the other Soul games, but it's also relatively, quick. You can just keep on going over and over again, just boom, 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 and after that you've done like 3 speedruns. Plus, for me personally, it was easy for me to memorize like where to go when it comes to a speedrun. Plus, I like getting huge overpowered weapons super early on, and the Black Knight weapons, oh. You discover new secrets, new challenges, and perhaps appreciate the scenery of the Soul series the more you go through it. And honestly, the combat helps with replayability too. Not gonna lie, it's rather bland. You have a light and a strong attack with maybe a special move here and there. You also have magic as well that can do a number of things, but like, that's pretty much it. However, paired with the difficulty, it still makes the combat thrilling. And you don't have to worry about too much besides your stamina. It doesn't really clutter your screen or anything, you just dodge and attack. It's rather simplistic, but effective. And I realized the beauty of this combat after playing through Dark Souls 3 for the 15th time, I would say. Not that I didn't enjoy the combat beforehand, but I just realized why I liked it so much. But anyways, after playing through Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, I would say around another year later, I finally decided to give Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 a try, and again, they did not disappoint. I really enjoyed both games, and something that I realized within both is that Dark Souls has this subtle detail of silence. Now this may fly over some of you who don't really care, but the absence of music within the Soul series I think was a great choice. See, not having music allowed me to really immerse myself in a different way from games with atmospheric music than in Dark Souls. And when Dark Souls did have music, it was very prominent. The boss themes really stood out, and the themes are just above and beyond altogether. Some of my favorites include Slave Knight Gale, Sir Alone, Solar Cinder, Gwyn, and of course, many others. I think this also emphasizes how good the gameplay and level design of Dark Souls really is. It doesn't need music to breathe life into the universe, although I am certain that it would greatly enhance it. But like other games, for example, I'm confident would be pretty bad, honestly, without music in the background. It would just be boring. But Dark Souls is such a masterpiece that it can work with or without music during the different areas. Speaking of the different areas, the level design is, dude, it's like top notch. Not only do you have variety, but many of the different areas include secrets that you can discover, such as items that are great of use. What did I just say? Are of great use. And hidden pieces of the lore, such as saving Sif within the Abyss. Small things like that, but I very much appreciate those things. And the pacing for some of the areas are phenomenal. And I'll give you an example. The beginning of the Ringed City is basically a bunch of archers that appear in sequence, and your goal is to hide behind cover, and then to loop around to defeat the giant pervert to eradicate his defenses, because he's the one summoning those archers in the first place. But it's those challenges that make this series fresh and creative, and although the Ring City, that specific example, does not happen too often, I still very much appreciate it. Not even to mention the absolutely fantastic physical appearance of the different areas. That honestly should be a video in and of itself, and I might actually do that. But to give a quick summary, every area has variety and elaborate pathways for exploration. You have the fishing hamlet, one of my favorites altogether, the Ring City, as again, one of my favorites, Dringley Castle, on Orlando. Like, there are so many gorgeous areas that have significance for the lore and best level designs in all of gaming. You see, fellow friends and family, my fellow citizens of the Boulder Empire, the Dark Souls franchise is woven beautifully with all these different categories. And that's about it, honestly. Like, I don't really know how to end these things. I think I touched up upon most aspects about Dark Souls that I rather enjoy. And of course, like I said in the intro, and if I didn't say it, I'm saying it now, I encourage you guys to leave your own input about why Dark Souls is a masterpiece. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, for the support. And if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and to subscribe for more content like this. Take care, everyone, and stay safe.